Friday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to the weekend. We made it to Friday, and I want to start with a picture that was sent in by Mark. This was out of Polk City. I believe this was a couple days ago when we got there, or when he sent this picture. But look at this beautiful foliage there. I was sitting here talking to the crew out here in the studio. I'm trying to debate if red is my favorite color on trees. I think it is. I really love the burnt orange, but there's just something about the red that's very unique and beautiful. So if you have any fall foliage pictures, make sure to send them to my Facebook. I'd love to get them on air. This morning we are starting off clear. It is going to be a beautiful sunrise out there, a little chilly with our temperature starting in the 40s. So kids, you will need the jacket when you head out this morning to school, as we're in the upper 30s in Ames, one of the cooler spots, 37 in Fort Dodge, and down towards Lamoni. A little bit warmer. You're still above average where we should be for this time of year. So the forecast for today, breaking it down hour by hour, a chilly start. Midday temperature will be fairly mild, but look at this, 19 degrees above average for our high today, 73, and that's 2 degrees shy of the record back in 1909. That old record was 75. So again, we are clear. Nothing to talk about in the way of clouds, high pressure in control. There may be a few areas that has a little bit of patchy fog this morning, but again, nothing major out there. High pressure is going to slide toward the east, and as that does, that's going to allow more of a southerly flow today. The winds will be fairly light, between 5 and 10 miles per hour, but combine that with the sunshine, that's what's going to help us get into the lower 70s once again. Statewide forecast is going to be a warm one for you. Near 70 in Algona and Fort Dodge, lower 70s once you get into central and southern Iowa. And then if you are heading out for tonight, I think this is a great night to maybe do dinner and sit outside, maybe go to happy hour. Temperatures will be falling through the 50s before midnight, and then overnight lows tonight will be into the 40s. So, you know, it's going to be another chilly night, but we're still going to be above where we should be for this time of year for our overnight low. So tomorrow, pretty similar, lower 70s. We change that clock back, enjoy that extra hour of sleep, and Sunday morning. The next chance of rain arrives on Monday, and this is a slight chance, and it's a pretty quick mover. I think we'll see more clouds lingering through Tuesday, temperatures into the lower 60s there, and then we jump back up to the upper 60s Wednesday and Thursday, but we stay dry on Friday. Rhea?
Thanks, Riley. Taking a look at your traffic across the metro, it's still looking smooth, so that's the good news there. You can see mostly green, so as you're headed out, it's going to be a great morning commute. Looking at your mobile speed units for the day, you have your first one kind of past Good Park at 1700 Kiowa, clocking southbound traffic. You have another at 5300 Aurora, clocking eastbound in between like Hoover High School and Meredith Middle and like Merle Hay Road, where there's that Burlington Coat Factory and Popeyes over there. And then your last one is 3000 30th Street, clocking southbound traffic. Checking in on I-235 from your West Mixmaster, I did that for Miss Doris, to 42nd Street, you're looking at 5 minutes. Into your East Mixmaster, you're looking at 13. The ramps look pretty clear this morning, so from West Mixmaster to 63rd Street, you're looking at 3 minutes. 63rd to Kiowa, you're looking at 4 minutes.
Thanks so much, Rhea. Well, we want to take now more live pictures of the growing memorial for Officer Justin Martin outside the Urbandale Police Department. More about new plans to honor both fallen officers tonight is next in News to Go. .55 and News to Go.
This morning we're hearing from the families of both the suspect and one of the officers he's accused of killing. Rhea and Alex have our updates.
Eric and Elizabeth, Scott Green is in the Polk County Jail right now. He'll face a judge around 8:30 this morning, where he'll formally hear the charges of first-degree murder in the deaths of Officer Justin Martin and Sergeant Tony Bominio. The judge will also make a ruling on bond. The family of Scott Green sent KCCI a statement that reads in part, "There are no words to express how sorry we are for the actions of Scott Green. We do not accept him, nor do we condone his behavior. We are heartbroken for the loss of these men." Des Moines police said when they arrested Green, they used the handcuffs belonging to Officer Martin and Sergeant Bominio.
And we are here at the Urbandale Police Department this morning. Take a look at this. This is in memory of Officer Justin Martin. There are flowers, balloons, cards, a lot of it handwritten. One thing right here, thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and it even has people's handprints on it, just showing how personal this is for the entire community. Now, we did speak exclusively with Justin Martin's family. His mom and dad say, surprisingly, they don't feel any anger towards the suspect, Scott Green, only compassion.
He just picked my son out of nowhere. One of the best people alive. He took him. And I could be angry, but it's not going to do any good. You know, that man is going to jail. He is going to be taken care of there in the way that he should be.
Officer Martin's family described him as a kind soul, and he was doing the job that he loved. Now, there will be a candlelight vigil held tonight. It's just west of here at the Urbandale Police Department. It's at 5:30 at Walker Johnson Park. That is in honor of both of the officers. Now, we do know the funeral for Justin Martin is going to be on Tuesday. We're awaiting more information for Sergeant Bominio. We expect to hear that later today. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Alex. Well, the family of a 14-year-old also killed in a shooting is renewing their plea for information. Your Ying's family spoke with reporters Thursday asking anyone with information to please come forward in the case. Ying was shot at 12th and Keogh Way on Monday, October 24th, and police are still searching for a silver Chevy Equinox in the case.
4 days to Election Day. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are using surrogates and star power to help get voters to the polls, especially in key battleground states. Clinton campaigned alongside Bernie Sanders and Pharrell Williams in North Carolina last night, while Trump got a boost from his wife Melania in Pennsylvania. A CBS News New York Times poll out Thursday shows Clinton leading Trump nationally in the popular vote by just 3 points. And thousands and millions of people are expected to line the streets of the Windy City today for a victory parade honoring the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs defeated the Cleveland Indians in Game 7 of the World Series a couple days ago. It's the team's first World Series win in 108 years. That's going to be a huge party.
Oh, it's going to be crazy out there. And hopefully they'll have great weather like we're enjoying today.
Definitely. Are you going to it?
No, I've been to Chicago enough the last couple of weeks. I'll just watch from here.
Yeah, looks like a fun time, though. If you're going to be outdoors here at home, temperatures this morning starting off, need the light jacket of the layers, but look at this. Our high today, 73 degrees. So again, you can get by with the shorts, t-shirt, the sandals, anything to dress for that warm weather out there. Enjoy that sunshine today. Have the sunglasses handy as well.
Great.
All right, well, we'll be back with more in just a minute. Stick with us.
Hug your children, hold them tight. You never know.
Right now on KCCI, powerful words. The parents of Officer Justin Martin speak exclusively with KCCI after their son is gunned down while on the job. Their message to his killer and how the community in his hometown is coming together.
Yours are great kids who is loved by everybody, his whole community.
Plus, searching for answers, the plea from Your Ying's family for witnesses to come forward and why they don't want people to forget about his case. Well, welcome back, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us on this Friday, November 4th. I'm Elizabeth Kling.
And I'm Eric Hansen. We are starting this Friday morning, heading into a weekend, Riley, that looks like it's just going to be great all around.
Yeah, it will be. In fact, you know, we were talking about the warm temperatures yesterday, made it to 73 degrees. Great day to be outdoors. This is going to be a very similar day to that, so prepare for a very warm November day. Now, this morning you can get by with the jackets. It's a little chilly out there. Might have to turn the heat on in some areas when you're heading off to work and school this morning. But high pressure is in control right now, so we have that big ridge over the center part of the country, and that's allowing our warm temperatures to really lift or advance toward the north into parts of even Canada. So again, our winds are going to change to more of a light southerly direction for today. That combined with the sunshine will help us to get into the lower 70s, like I mentioned, as we saw yesterday. So your KCCI News app forecast for this morning, some of us may see a little patchy fog out there, but look how quickly our temperatures jump. We'll be in the mid 40s around 8 o'clock. We jump to the mid 50s by about 10, 11 o'clock, already midday into the lower 60s with that high today near 73. So if you are going to be out and about this evening, expect a quiet night. Temperatures will be into the 50s around 10 o'clock with light winds from the south under clear skies. And I'll talk more about the forecast, or the extended forecast, coming up here shortly.
All right, Riley. Well, this morning we continue to remember the lives of 24-year-old Urbandale police officer Justin Martin and 38-year-old Des Moines police sergeant Tony Bominio. The two were gunned down early Wednesday morning while sitting in their squad cars. Both incidents just minutes and miles apart from one another. Officer Martin had been with the force for just over a year in Urbandale.
We're now hearing from his family exclusively after their son was shot and killed. KCCI's Alex Sachs is live in Urbandale this morning, where a memorial for Officer Martin continues to grow. And Alex, you have his family's powerful message.
Yeah, that's right, Elizabeth and Eric. Officer Martin's parents have a message that is powerful, and it's one of compassion. They say they don't feel anger towards the man who killed their son. We did speak exclusively with them on Thursday, and they talked about their son being kind and in a position of law enforcement that he loved, and it was something he wanted to do, help serve the community and be a part of something bigger than himself. They say that they believe that Green is mentally ill and needed help, and that anger isn't going to get them anywhere. The couple says they would rather focus on their son's memory and the amazing person and officer Justin was.
Obviously, he mentally needed help, and I think we're doing a disservice to people that need that help. There isn't anywhere for them to go, and insurance won't pay it.
Residents in Rockwell City gathered for a prayer service to remember Officer Martin. Police cars lined up outside the Martin home to help bring them comfort following their son's death. They also shared they are sad that Sergeant Tony Beminio also lost his life, but it brings them comfort knowing their son is not alone. Now, as for services, we've had a lot of viewers reaching out. They want to know, be a part of it. The people, the public, they're invited. They want everyone to come. Officer Martin is going to be held. That's funeral service on Tuesday in Rockwell City. That's at South Central Calhoun Middle School. The visitation will be held Monday from 4 to 8. We're waiting to hear more on Sergeant Beminio's service. We hope to find out later today. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Alex. And we are also remembering Sergeant Tony Beminio. He spent 11 years on the force, as well as being a proud member of the Des Moines SWAT team. He spent time as a school resource officer at Roosevelt High School also.
I appreciated his smile. I appreciated how he treated people. He was one of those guys that was a little bigger in stature, but he was a teddy bear, gentle giant, I guess is the way I would describe him, because he was always really a kind guy.
And both Sergeant Beminio and Officer Martin were alumni of the Simpson College Criminal Justice Program. And the Des Moines Police Department plans to hold another press conference this afternoon to release the details of Sergeant Beminio's funeral and visitation plans. You can watch for that today on the KCCI mobile app.
Well, Des Moines Police Chief Dana Wingert spoke Thursday morning about the shootings, and he had some strong words about the suspect and didn't hold back.